Big fan of filet, so I was super excited to see that these 2-ounce tenderloins were coming in here. You have a choice of 16 or 32 of them. It's $69.98 if you're going with the 16. That's available on 5 payments of $14. If you would like to stock up and save $14.98, go with that 32-ounce. That is going to be $124.98. 5 payments of just $25. What it comes down to is about $4.37 a fillet if you're going with the 6-ounce, or not $3.90 a fillet if you're going with the 32-ounce. But I would ask you again, when do you find prices like this where you can bring home this quality at that price point just right here at QVC? 1-800-500-7590 is the phone number to call to bring home M80538. Ralph, I love this because they come packaged as 4 medallions in an individual pack. So it's a really easy meal for yourself, or if you want to, I mean, truly, you probably could. They're pretty large. You could have just 2 of them as a dinner, right?
Oh, you're right. Oh, I love, what a great lead-in. I mean, we're on the same path here, friend. This is an 8-ounce center cut filet mignon. So what does that mean, Justin? That's 2 petite 4-ounce fillets in this package. So yes, they are big enough because they're each 2 ounces, which if you want a 4-ounce fillet, you just go 2. If you want a 6, you go 3, so on and so forth.
Got it.
That's what's great about it, because they're exactly 2 ounces.
Well, can I tell you, I had a 6-ounce filet at a steakhouse 2 weeks ago. It was right before Halloween. And the price of that one dinner that I had, that one meal, that one steak that came with no sides, was equivalent to the 12 or the 16 pack that you're going to get here today. So bring it at home, cook it on your own, and give yourself that steakhouse quality feel and that steakhouse quality taste. How is it that we cook this up though, Ralph?
Absolutely. Okay, so I love the question. So we have our pack and we defrost it in cold water or overnight in the refrigerator, whatever you choose. And then what you're going to do, Justin, now this is going back to school. I'm taking it back to school for a second.
Steak school.
Is that you want to dry these with a paper towel very well. You want to rid any steak of any moisture, because that will prevent it from getting a sear on it, okay? That's number one. Now, what you do is you take your favorite oil. This is a little medium for you. Look at that. I thought of you. Okay, a little medium there, medium well.
Perfect.
And then what are you going to do is you're going to coat it with your favorite oil. And then you're going to take some of that seasoning that we give you, okay? And you're going to hit it with that seasoning. You're going to get a hot pan. You're going to get a hot broiler, or, you ready for this? Grill, or, are you ready?
Yeah.
Air fryer. I said it, air fryer.
You can air fry this?
Yes, because you know why? They're not that fatty. They're not even fatty. I mean, we all know filet is lean, but because they're lean, they're not going to ruin your air fryer. So you're just going to literally put these, look at that. That's like a baby center cut.
That's beautiful.
Is that beautiful? I love that. And what you're going to do is you put this in your air fryer, like 5-6 minutes. You're going to get that sear on these. And again, just like the prime rib, let them sit for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then you'll get a juicy filet. Easy as that.
It's so simple and so easy to be able to cook up. I can't believe that you can put these in your air fryer. You know, I take a look at something like this, and the first thing that comes to mind is a steak salad. Being able to have a few of these medallions that you can put right on top of that salad and give you that burst of flavor. I think your fajitas would be amazing. Taco night, which it looks like you're doing right there. Talk about taco night with having filet. That is a taco night that I want to be invited to. That's
right. Well, and by the way, these are literally not even 2 ounce medallions.
Yeah. So how many pieces was that, Ralph, that you use in each taco?
1 piece.
That's 1 piece.
One piece.
Out of the 16 that you're getting home, if you're going with that smaller size, there's just 2 that have been taken up here. And look at how big of a meal that is. That you could have 8 of those meals that you see right there. And if you're going with that 32 piece, the 32 one, you would be able to save today $14.98 by stocking up.
Yep, there you go. Just like that. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a very versatile and approachable way to eat filet, because Justin, listen, you know this. Filet is very, very expensive.
It is.
And it's not like the price really you can't get like a super low price on filet. It just doesn't exist. But what I love about these is even at the price, they're approachable and you could do so many other things with them that you would never do with 1 8-ounce filet mignon. You just wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense.
Can I go back to school with you for a second, Ralph?
Sure.
Why is a filet
Expensive?
an expensive price point? Yeah. What's the reasoning behind it?
Again, I'm so glad you asked me that. So on the cattle, there's just not much of it. There's like literally like 1 or 2 loins if you're lucky.
Okay.
That's why it's expensive.
Got it.
There's just not a lot of it.
But it's
and then
so
of
good.
course another step is it's tender, and one of the reasons why my wife likes it, there's no fat. It's super trimmed. It's just very easy to eat. And here's the difference, all right? You ready for this, Justin? This is huge, huge. A lot of times filet mignon doesn't have a lot of flavor, okay? Because it just doesn't have the fat content. But with these, we wet age all our meat. And that's what gives you that steakhouse taste.
So is a wet age, it's soaking into like juices then? It's soaking in that flavor?
Yeah, so it basically sits in their own enzymes for about 28 days.
Wow,
and what the enzymes do is break the meat down, so it makes it more tender. And it also adds a level of flavor that you would never get if you didn't age the meat.
You know, I take a look at this and I think what a perfect gift to be able to give to somebody. I think of my father-in-law who lives in Florida who would love to get something like this. And we have bill to ship to here where you could pick up the bill. You just tell us the address of where you want this shipped to. Our sale price today is $69.98 if you want to go at that 16 count. But you can upgrade and save $14.98 if you go with the 32. It's $124.98 to do that there on that 32 count. We have an easy payment plan of $14 or $25 a month for the next 5 months, depending on the size that you go with. This is such a great buy because the filet is the creme de la creme. It's the one that everybody wants to bring it home, but typically there's a really high price tag to it. But with this today, we're giving you the ability to bring home this high amount of them, being able to bring home 16 or 32 2-ounce medallions, but they're all packaged in a 4-pack, and you can freeze them. And what do we have, a year in the freezer as well with this, Ralph?
Yeah, year in the freezer, like you said, easily put in your freezer just like this. This is an 8-ounce filet, but just 2-ounce medallion, just like that. So again, very versatile. And what I also love about this, it's approachable. Like, literally put filet mignon. You never say filet mignon and air fry. But in this case, no sweat.
I would have never thought that those two words would be able to go together. I also want you to know there's only 200 that are left in our 16 count right now. That has been incredibly popular. And so if you do want to pick up on that 16 count, there's just 200 of those left to go around. 1-800-500-7590 is the phone number to call to place your order for M80538. You know, the great thing about a filet is you can get super creative with it. If you want to make a rice bowl, if you want to do like a burrito bowl, really upgrade your steak and that option here with this. And because it is petite, that medallion, I mean, it is a great size, but 2 ounces, I think that's that perfect little addition. If you're adding just one of those into a rice bowl or into a burrito bowl, we're talking 16 of them that you're going to have. That's going to be quite a bit. It's going to last you a long time, which I absolutely love. But of course, you can upgrade to that 32, not pay double the price, but actually save $14.98. It's a price tag of $124.98. It's M80538. Ralph, in our last minute, can you just explain the difference here of why somebody may want to pick up on medallions versus maybe a whole big giant filet and why we do it different here at Kansas City Steak?
Sure. So number one, approachable. And there's so many other things you could do with this than you wouldn't be able to do with a center cut filet. Now, I'm going to take it a step further. How about surf and turf? You're always saying, like, think about this. I want a lobster tail and what? How about a lobster tail and 2 of these?
It's perfect.
How about 3 shrimp and 2 of these? So to answer your question, it's that perfect addition to really, whether it's chicken, fish, or shrimp or lobster, it's just that like little bit of meat. Because I know me, I like a little bit, but I don't want too much. Not too much, just a little bit. And this is perfect.
It most certainly is perfect, whether it's for yourself or if you want to give it as a gift this year. It's a great thing to bill to, ship to M80538 for your 16 or 32. Less than 200 remain in that 16-ounce size. So please do not miss out on that offer. Treat yourself or someone you love to some tenderloin medallions, some filet this year. Just a reminder about what we